Hey, I'm Lee.
Hey, I'm Joe.
And we are the Rewinders, rewatching childhood movies to see if they still hold up. And what did we watch this time, Joe?
We watched Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
The Secret of the Ooze.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why we were using that voice, but I like it. Whatever. Oh, how do we start off on this one? Because, last time, we did Turtles last week.
Yeah, so we talked about all the basics of the toys and stuff. What do you remember about specifically this movie?
Okay, we're going right into it. Pumped. I remember being absolutely excited for this movie because... Yeah? Yeah?
Tell me about it.
Yeah? I do remember being really excited for this movie because the first movie was so awesome and it's just going to be more of it. And the commercials we're going to see them fight other mutants that they weren't Bebop and Rocksteady, but they're still basically it's just going to be more of the same was my thought and more awesome ninja fights. So that was my anticipation before seeing the movie. I don't remember if I saw it in the theater or not.
I don't remember if I did either, but I'm in the same boat as you, where, like the first one, of course we're going to watch the second one.
Yeah, and it came out only a year later.
Yeah,
shows. And now knowing that as a movie person, someone that notices movie things, if a sequel comes out only a year after the first one comes out, it's just a cash cow. Because the first one was, I think, only probably $10 million to make or something cheap, and it made $300 million. Okay, I'm just saying numbers. I know it was a big hit. I know it was a really big hit for what it was.
Sure.
So we want more of the same.
Yeah.
And they knew that Turtles were going to eventually go away and be replaced with something else. But kid me, no. Turtles are here to stay forever. And then saw the movie. And I just remember, being disappointed, but also still liking it because it was still the Turtles having fun.
Yeah. And
that was okay. But I remember not liking it as much.
I don't remember if I liked it or didn't like it. I just remembered the fact that it still felt like the Turtles. Yeah,
it felt like it was the Turtles still.
Yeah.
Just a little bit more silly and goofy, and no one used their weapons. Rarely use their weapons. Only Donatello got to use his staff because it's a stick, so he gets to hit people with it. That's about it.
Hey, you're right. Michelangelo, I don't even think used his nunchucks
he
at
used
all.
His cold cut nunchucks.
That's it.
Yeah, sausages.
And he just swung them around and threw them.
Yeah. He just intimidated people with them. That was it. Leonardo didn't use his swords at all except to throw them up once into the ceiling and then grab them to then kick someone in the face. Yep. And then he was just using sticks or something, or his scabbards of his sword. I don't know what he was using, but yeah. And Raph, I think he had him out once, but he had him turn the other way. So instead of stabbing people, it was just... But he wasn't actually hitting anyone. He was just holding them. Oh, no, he stabbed a piece of pizza. Yep. That's right. That was important. And you hear him as he stabbed that piece of pizza and got the touchdown.
But the sai doesn't have a sharp edge.
No, it's not made for that.
How did this happen?
Well, it does. His doesn't. You can... Electra got stabbed all the way through with the size.
Well, still, it's a small point against, a large surface area. But the pizza's going to bend. It's not going to be like a body, like a torso.
True, but they probably practice a lot. Ancient Ninja Turtle secret.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm. So still, it's 1991. I'm still a Turtles fan.
Yeah.
Let's see, I'm probably, how old am I? 11, 12, maybe starting to get too old to like him, but whatever, I don't care. I know I'm a little bit older than you, but yeah.
That's what I counted, so you have to be older than that.
So must be in wait, okay, let me see. Let me do the math. You start the movie, and I'll figure out how old I was in 1991.
And then the viewers at home can do the math. So we start off with New York City. Under a haze of MIDI music.
Yeah, same music again. Oh, but it starts off first in loving memory. Oh. In memory of Jim Henson.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the important part, because big Jim Henson.
We could have put a better movie out in memory of Jim Henson.
Yeah,
but,
we didn't know.
Yeah.
But you're right. But now, New York.
And the thing in New York is everyone is eating pizza. And then Joey's roommate from Friends is getting arrested.
The actual actor was in this, or he looks like...
He looks like the actor.
Joey?
Looks like
Chandler?
No, Chandler, yes. It looks like Chandler's getting arrested in the opening sequence.
Huh.
Because he's wearing the vest. It's the same colors.
Okay.
It's like a younger Chandler. So this was his gig, probably, first. And then they're like, we like that guy. That guy who got arrested... He's going to be a friend.
The way he wore that vest and got arrested and looked disappointed that he wasn't eating pizza.
Perfect for the role.
I never watched Friends, so I don't know about.
I sadly watched all of it.
All of it? When did it start anyway?
Hell if I know.
I know. I remember you talking about really liking the monkey.
Well, who doesn't like monkeys?
I don't like monkeys. On the record, I don't like monkeys. And when there's a war for some sort of planet, I'm going to be in the front lines killing those monkeys.
But you see, those aren't monkeys.
I know they're apes. Oh, jeez, I know. Monkeys have tails. Apes don't. And apes know how to speak and capture you in nets on horseback.
I've never heard a good story about a monkey on set.
Well, I mean...
all the stories I ever hear is that they're unholy terrorists.
Well, they're tortured. I mean, they're made to do all these things that they shouldn't be doing. That's why I don't like monkeys. What are they doing?
What about the monkey in Indiana Jones? And the Temple
got
of Doom.
What was coming to him. Bad dates. But in this movie, yeah, it starts off, everybody's eating pizza. Good tangent. Everybody's eating pizza and enjoying. They got some good cheese pull, and I ordered a cheese pizza because of this scene. I was watching.
That's all they're eating is cheese pizza.
I was watching Natalie. Natalie and I were watching it, and just, you know what? We should get a cheese pizza. And Glass Nickel came on over. Lickety split.
Was it as flippity floppy as?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
It was good. It was so good. This show is no way supported by Glass Nickel Pizza, but if you want to, I mean, you could throw some shekels at us, and well, I'll sell out. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Wow, we haven't even got into the movie yet.
So someone orders pizza. Imagine that in New York.
What?
And it's not Daddy Green's Pizza, but it's a pizza place. It's like Uncle Ray's Pizza.
Yeah, Uncle Roy Ray's pizza shop.
And they give their delivery boy, what's his name again?
Keno.
Keno's
the character name, but it's Ernie Reyes Jr., and I love Ernie Reyes Jr. because he's awesome.
Yeah, and as soon as I saw him, I was like, I recognize that guy.
I know this kid. He's been around.
Yeah.
In one of Joe's favorite movies ever.
It's right here.
Yeah, I got him a Blu-ray.
Hold on. Hear that? That's the movie Lee gave me.
Well, what movie is it?
The Last Dragon.
Okay, we'll be reviewing
It's on Blu-ray. So it's going to be much better than my 20th anniversary DVD. Ooh. I don't know what anniversary it was. It was affordable.
Oh, I was 13 years old when this movie came out. So
how is that? So you're only 1 year older than me?
I was born in 78.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I didn't know you're... Okay, I thought I was 2 years older than you. All right. We're making squinty eyes at each other. Keno's got to deliver some pizza.
And he takes it over. It's going to be to April's place.
Again, and like, oh, she orders a lot.
She orders... Yeah, they say her name. Yep. And
we can't go past the harassment he does to a lady.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, he's leaving the pizza shop, and he's like, hey, ladies, who wants to go for a ride with me?
And then one of the girls says, in your dreams, dweeb, or something like that.
Then he calls her a fatty and drives
like, oh, well, next time in my dreams, next time I dream, I'll think about someone that's a little bit lighter. All right, so first you're hitting on her, and then she turned you down, then instantly... Well, fuck you, bitch.
Yep.
You're a fat piece of shit. Who wants you anyway?
So dude. This is I've heard it explained before as you're the good guy. You're the nice guy. It's called the nice guy.
Yes.
You're always super nice until you don't get what you want, and then you snap.
Exactly, and that's what he showed right there.
Yeah. So cool. His character is kind of a dick.
He's exactly the same as Casey Jones in the first movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wanted to say that last time review, but because of... Yeah. There'll be a lot of comparisons in this movie. If we get to it, or just keep on doing tangents, which is fine too.
Yeah. So when he arrives at April O'Neil's apartment, you stole my pen.
I had to do math.
That's what fingers are for. He says, hey, April orders a lot of pizza. Wait a minute, what's that across the street? Why are there a bunch of vans with their doors open and boxes everywhere?
Yeah, weird. Just out in the open for anyone to see. Yeah, then he goes and investigates, and it's this basement mall.
Yeah, it's an underground mall
thing. Yeah, it's very strange, but it's obvious that. Oh, and as soon as he goes on the steps, he's now on a set.
Oh yeah.
Very obvious this time around. Like, oh, and now he's in a set, and there's a bunch of guys robbing it. Very suburban,
laced,
yes,
khaki and polos and
button-down shirts tucked in
shirts,
and they're all have the things on their face,
nylon,
yeah, and lifts it up. Oh, what's this guy? Let's go kick his ass. Oh, but they can't kick his ass
because he knows karate.
Was it karate? Look more like kung fu because it's pretty,
I don't know.
Although it was really quick and he did a lot of. Anyway,
I figured it just.
But he is fast when he's taking him out.
Good.
He's really, really quick, and it just takes out 4 guys like that. And he's like, "Oh, by the way, I didn't mention I practice martial arts."
Then 50 other people come out and say, "What's going on?" And then, oh
no, he's gonna get his butt kicked.
But then the turtles around the corner and jump over his head,
and it's amazing. So they're autofocused behind him. They run down the stairs. You can't really see the turtles, and then they jump up in the air, freeze frame. Oh, Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. Fuck yeah! What a great intro. It's so good. You're pumped. They're back. They're here.
See, you took it that way. Maybe this is just me being an adult, but I took it as in, wow, this is a lot less build up to the Turtles than the first one.
Well, they were edging you the first time. They're like, yeah, here comes the turtles around the corner. Here's the shadows. No, no, not yet. Hey, oh, you're joking. You can, I'm gonna see just a tip. No. Oh, and then it's, there's Leonardo. Here they just gave you what you wanted.
I'm glad I'm not watching these movies with you.
Yeah. Poor Natalie. I don't know how she does it. I have no idea. But here are the turtles, and they look awesome still.
Yeah.
They look great.
Well, they're the same. Jim Henson. They're actually refined from the first movie. Because I looked very closely at the sections that I thought were not as quality driven about their suits. Mm-hmm. They obviously paid attention on the turtles and tightened up certain areas of the suit because they look thinner.
I think you're right.
And they have less foldy creases in their outfits.
That's true. Okay.
So to me, it looks like they improved on the turtles.
Yeah, they all. I guess I wanted to say, yeah. I guess I didn't notice all that because I was just overwhelmed with, turtles are here.
I'm like,
but I did notice that Raph. How do we say his name, Joe?
Raph.
I
wrote it down R-A-F-F this time, not R-A.
So Ralph's his shell in the back has cuts all over it.
Yes,
so it looks good detail. He's battle damaged,
and he's got the same voice. Michelangelo has the same voice.
They all the same voice except Donatello, and now he's a better voice, a more appropriate voice instead of what's his face, Goonies guy. I can't think of his name.
Robert Zemeckis.
I like your word,
Edward Clooney.
Edward Clooney. It's like Edward Norton Clooney mix. George Clooney.
When you cut the bottom half off.
Why can't I think of Corey Feldman?
There you go.
There.
I would have got there.
Yeah. So he doesn't sound like this. I'm Corey Feldman.
Well, the thing was, when he first started talking, I didn't like it. But at the end of the movie, I liked it.
And this is Donatello's movie. He's in every scene. He's doing a lot.
Yeah.
Scientist stuff. He's a lot more nerdy. But this is more his movie, where the first one was Raph's movie. So
True.
Yeah. Again, Leonardo gets pushed to the side. Have to wait till the 4th movie for him to do anything. There's a 4th movie, everybody.
And does he do anything?
Oh yeah.
I think you're just making this stuff up.
Oh yeah, in my brain. It all exists in my mind.
So they have a big fight in the mall area, and no one really uses their weapons.
Nope. All toys.
Michelangelo tosses somebody into like a meat stand and plays with them, like probably tickle fights them back there.
Yeah. He tickle fights them to unconsciousness.
And then pulls some sausages off the rack and chases another guy.
Combat cold cuts.
And then he
walks a dog with a yo-yo.
Oh, yeah.
And Mikey's just adorable. He's just a likable Like, well, guy was like, "Ooh, walk the dog, everybody! Here around the world," and hits everybody.
It's very cartoony because none of this, no yo-yos are going to knock people down. So,
if used by a ninja master with mutant powers of sorts, just saying.
Well, Legend of the Mystical Ninja has a yo-yo with the main character, but when you power it up, it gets spikes on it, so that makes sense.
Whoa, he hasn't gotten to the higher level yet. But Donatello, he sees a punching bag clown thing that goes back and forth. He gets in its place or something like that, and pretends to be a dummy. So of course the guy pushes him, not thinking.
I don't care. That's my favorite part of the fight.
But when Donatello pushes it, he says, "Yeah, yeah." Friend Aaron and I used to say that a lot. Just yeah. Because that's my brain just repeating movie quotes and Simpson quotes and things like that. But
so we agree. We both like that bit of the fight.
Yeah, that was a good part of the fight. Yeah. And they tie them all up, kick their asses. They put Ernie Reyes Jr. or Keno into a trash can to keep him out of the fight. And
he calls the cops.
Yeah, but hurry! Yeah,
there's a ton of them, and they're all piled up and tied up.
Yep, and they took his pizza, but they left money.
Yes, so they paid. But that was their pizza anyway.
So they accidentally let it slip that they saw the commotion from by the block from across the street upstairs
on the roof
in April's apartment. I mean, we didn't say that, so he knows that they're around the neighborhood.
Yes,
which is important. Maybe not really. All they do is just go back to the apartment. They have more pizza, and all of a sudden, this person walks in, and she starts talking, saying, "Oh, look, pizza again." And then I realize, oh, this is April?
Yeah.
Or she's already in there. Oh, no, she's already in there, and she's trying to clean up all their mess because they've been there for weeks or months. And she is the new April actress they have. She is terrible.
Well, they didn't ask her to do much in this movie, and she didn't do much either, so...
I mean, I didn't really care for the first April, but at least she had an edge to her. She was someone you could believe being actually a reporter or... She was interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't see her necessarily completely as April, but I liked her more than this.
This was a step down.
She belongs on the set of Full House. Take that.
You hear that?
April 2.
You hear that?
I'm not even going to call you April. I'm going to think of a name for you. Now I'm just getting angry. I can't think of a bad name for her. I'm just going to call her April 2. All right. Whatever, they're all there.
Yeah, and then turtles show up and they're like, "Hey, we got pizza."
Acapella.
Oh, pizza again.
Frerajaka.
Yeah, so they have some back and forths that are cartoony, back and forths. Then they throw the pizza, which gets stabbed with the sai.
Somehow.
They mention Splinter's up on the roof. He's been meditating on...
Yeah, because later
on... since there was a report on the TV. Or is that...
You're skipping ahead, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
so they're just hanging out, and they're just talking about how they killed the Shredder, but Leonardo's like, no, Splinter killed the Shredder.
Oh, yeah.
He's dead. Right. There's no way he's coming back. And then we cut to the junkyard, and we see a hand pop out.
Yeah, oh, look, Shredder zombie.
Oh, look, he's coming back. And then we go to a junkyard, and there's a bunch of Foot members that are... This is a fallback point. The junkyard is your fallback? All right.
Who the hell knows?
Whatever.
Tetsu comes in and starts breaking things again because he's got to remind everybody he's
I am in charge and poorly voice dubbed.
Yes.
Really bad this time. You can see it really, really bad.
And then before they can do anything, Shredder then shows up again.
Yeah, because Tetsu says something like, "Whoever challenged me for leadership, step forward." And then, of course, Shredder takes a step forward. And there's a really weird line where one of the Foot members says, "Oh, look at his face."
And his face...
Not that... He's got little scabs on him.
They barely show it, but it's nothing to...
It's not deformed. He just...
No.
I mean, I didn't get that even as a kid. You know, I know they're trying to make him intimidating and scary.
They changed his voice up, basically.
An actor, yeah.
So
I think it's one of the actors that was in that. No, it wasn't in Lost. It's an actor you've seen around in stuff.
And so what are they going to do? They're not going to do anything important. They're not going to rebuild. They're just going to get revenge.
Revenger!
So, to sum up, all the enemies want... is revenge.
Yeah.
Not a bad concept. That's been done before.
they go about it really dumb.
Yes.
Because I think at one point one of them says, the key to finding the turtles is April O'Neil. So we'll infiltrate and follow April or something around, and April 2 around, excuse me. And then we'll find the turtles and murder them all.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you want. That's what they should do. I mean, all you have to do is, they're over there, and just get a, sniper rifle here across the way, and
you mean
shoot them all.
Sniper bow and arrow, because ninjas don't use guns.
That's right. Yeah, there's no way they can use guns.
Wait a minute. Ninjas did use guns.
Of course they would use guns. Real ninjas would take any advantage they possibly could. Nope, I'm going to use a stick. And that's it.
Next day. The TGRI Fridays is cleaning up their old place because they pooped everywhere and everyone knows it.
They've been pooping for like 15 years and...
So like, okay, we know this has been stinking up the place, so we're going to finally flush this all away.
Yeah, David Warner, the actor, is being interviewed by April, and I don't know his name, but he's a professor.
Yeah, he's a professor. I don't
know.
No, I got his name somewhere. We'll call him Chuck for now.
Professor Chuck, and he just said, we're cleaning up this area. And then April, being not a reporter at all, April 2 just saying... Well, that's nice of you for cleaning up. I'm glad a company like you cares.
Yep.
Wow, who gives a shit? And then, but this guy, Freddy, is there. And
it's his first
day on the job, and he winds up cord.
Like crap.
Yeah, not correctly.
He would be fired if I were running that live truck that day. And the guy who was running the live truck with that little tiny ponytail.
Everybody has little tiny ponytails in this movie. Everyone.
But... what does he do? He doesn't slap the kid and say, no, that's not how you wrap a cable. He just bundles it all together and chucks it in the back of the van.
Yep.
These cables will never last.
It doesn't matter. He is part of the foot. And other scientists find giant dandelions in this little area. And then he finds it and brings it back to Shredder.
Okay, we got to clarify.
Yeah?
Who's the foot? It's Freddy Prinze Jr., his first day on. That's the guy who's with the foot, not the ponytail guy.
No, not the ponytail guy. He's just there. But Freddy, it's not Freddy Prinze Jr. It's just some schmo.
Some Freddy guy who wears sweaters. And
he's somewhat tall.
Yeah.
And he's got brown hair.
He's not intimidating at all.
No, not in any way. Yeah, later on he intimidates, gives a message to April, and he just... Hey, it's me, Freddy. Oh, okay. And later on, she's like, "Where's Freddy? What's going on with Freddy? Oh, we're so concerned about Freddy. Who gives a shit? He's just some guy. And why do you even need him?
Why are there 10 people?
For a live truck
location,
2 max. Okay, I guess, but camera guy and April. That's April 2, and that's it.
Yeah. Maybe the Freddy, because he's new and they need to train him, but that you're not going to have a producer on location.
Why would you have a live producer for any reason?
You call. You have a phone. Use it.
Oh, by the way, we've worked in news, so we know that. Anyway.
So big flowers. Yeah, he steals big flowers.
Oh, we could use this to our advantage. Go to TCR and get the scientists and get the ooze.
Yeah, It's this really weird scene where he hands off the giant dandelion, and they're like, it looks ridiculous.
It looks strange for Shredder to be holding a giant dandelion prop. But very obviously a prop.
Yeah, go get the stuff, which is basically the ooze.
Yep.
Whatever.
And that's where at the same time they were watching the report, and that's where Splinter saw that and now needs to tell the turtles in his meditation. But there's... Jeez, Natalie pointed this out. They come back, and... April's talking to the turtles after an interview.
They cleaned up the
apartment. And then she says, where's Splinter? He's up. He's been meditating for hours. Well, and then he says, he comes down, he pokes his head in and he says, I'm coming. He says, that's all he says. And never mind. I'm gonna.
What are you getting at, Lee?
Natalie pointed it out as a dirty joke. I'm going to drink my Japanese whiskey now.
So, are we going to assume that Shredder has been... sorry, not Shredder. Splinter has been,
meditating quite a bit. He's upstairs again on the roof, meditating. And Casey Jones is watching him through binoculars on another roof.
I just find it interesting if that's the case for meditation, that he constantly goes to the roof to do it.
Well, that's it's code, Joe. It's like, yeah, he's meditating again.
And yeah, that's bird poop that hit your face.
Yeah. And what? Then April 2 says, not into my good sheets again.
But I've run out of socks.
Again. But important, Casey Jones, not at all in this movie. Nope. Not even mentioned.
Nope.
Just doesn't exist.
Nope.
Gone.
Boop, gone.
So he's been meditating.
Yeah, he comes in and says, hey, I got to tell you about how the ooze happened. Here's the canister. Oh, it's a TGRI Fridays canister.
Yep. And then Donatello gets all mopey like, oh, I thought it'd be a little bit more to us than just being a canister ooze. Like, what are you talking about, guy? Who cares? You're awesome ninja dudes.
I guess that was supposed to be kind of like a comparison to people saying, oh, but
that's all we are is just
evolution is just happenstance.
Oh, it was just
we thought there would be so much more to it than just that.
Just an accident.
Yeah.
But not at this point. Yeah, because they.
And that's way too deep for anyone. And
it kind of is. And basically go to the TGI Fridays and figure out what's going on with this here ooze because it's powerful.
And Jackson Galaxy is getting rid of the ooze by putting it
Professor Chuck, I think you gave him a name as.
Sorry,
don't change names on me, man. Captain Wait, hold on. How did you get Captain Jack Galaxy?
No, it's Jackson. What? I don't even know what I said.
David Warner is disposing of the ooze in this weird future
He's like the
crap
whisperer. That's who Jackson Galaxy is.
Oh, Jesus Christ! It's really bad set. It's like it has a pyramid in the center with all these and LED wires around.
And part of me went, "Oh, is that Krang in the middle?" No,
and it looks like a gold asteroid or meteorite or something.
I thought it looked like a brain at first, so I got excited.
And then what is all this stuff? What do you do here?
You apparently flush ooze.
You flush ooze out. Now there's one canister left. But then he gets yoinked by the foot.
Yeah.
And then the turtles come in.
Because they don't lock doors.
Yeah, they have really poor security. And he's the only one working there.
And everyone just walks in.
Everybody
just walks in.
I mean, they're ninjas.
Hell, did even Kino just walk in at one point?
Not here. No.
I'm surprised he didn't then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they know him. That's the thing. He delivers our pizza all the time, so it's fine. Yeah, come on in, Kino.
Did Splinter order pizza?
Oh, is that what Kino does? That's the way he makes money on the side.
It's the music Splinter turns on when it's meditation time.
Yep. Poor Kino.
Well, there was a scene where he kept Kino there to meditate with
You're right.
him.
Towards the end, like, I want to go fight with the guys. No, we must meditate together in silence. He had the candles scented candles out. The light was nice and dim. It was just two of them sitting, staring at each other. He's like, "Baby, you're getting a little bit warm. Kino, you go take off that jacket, perhaps. I have some oil. Could maybe strut around a little bit and flex for me."
Well, he does make his turtles do backflips.
Oh, for punishment is the backflips. Yeah, we had that earlier. Raph and Leo were fighting
or just sweaty.
We're all getting all sweaty and hitting each other, being brothers, and makes them do backflips. Anyway, back to TGI Friday's lab. So the professor gets yoinked, and turtles come in, and they just
kick the bottle out of their hands.
There's a big fight. Then
it's just basically pass the football back and forth.
Yeah, they're just playing silly games of hot potato football. Yeah. All the ninjas are just standing around watching. Tetsu is just Tetsu, whatever his name is.
Making angry faces.
Just standing like, fucking punch people in the face. Pull out some machine guns.
It's a long fight sequence where barely anyone fights.
Yep, because it's just dancing, moving around, being silly.
And it takes a long time.
It's a waste. Yep. But they eventually
just leave.
They grab the ooze, and then they throw a little ninja bomb, and they ninja vanish.
Yeah, well, why didn't they just do that to begin with? Why did
there was no reason at this point they got the professor and they had the ooze. They should have just
left.
They left. Oh, that's what happened. They were about to leave. There's only one way in and one way out, and so they're just kind of huddled in like a supply closet together. oh, sorry, Master Tetsu, we didn't know.
Or it's a one-way door. You can only open it from the outside. You have to wait for someone else to come in.
Wait, what's that noise? Oh, the turtles are here? Oh, jeez. Oh, this is so embarrassing. All right, okay. Well, now we got to fight them so we can leave through the roof. That's what happened.
So the foot gets the ooze then.
Yeah.
And
the professor.
And when they leave, they're... The turtles also are like, well, we need to find out what this is, so let's hack the computer.
Oh, yeah, Donnie tries hacking the computer.
And it's interesting. No. It's interesting to hack, and then it's interesting what happens when you fail to hack the computer, because it does stuff.
It eats itself. It goes, here, a bunch of stuff goes all over the screen and blanks it out.
That'd be so cool if that's actually what happened.
Shut down. Yeah, so now the foot got the stuff, and they're going to make their own mutants and beat Freak against Freak, and they go and get the baddest animals that they can find.
Vicious animals.
Oh, vicious is the word? Ooh.
They got some vicious animals.
A snapping turtle and a husky puppy. They say it's a wolf, but later on when it gets shrunken back to its normal self.
It was cute.
It was a husky puppy.
The snapping turtle, on the other hand, was not a baby.
No, it was
not a baby snapping turtle.
So what happens is, this is really important because they make the professor make these mutants, Tokar and Razor, or however you say their names. That's how I always do it.
Sure.
And then they come out and they're all dumb, and they say they think Shredder's their mama.
Yep.
And they want to kill them right away. Shredder's like, "Oh, they're babies. They're stupid. Let's kill them." But the professor says, "No. They're living creatures, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. You can still use them. They're really strong." But later on, he says, "I purposely made them dumb so they wouldn't be a threat."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's important. He's a good guy. I thought you think he's going to be like the bad guy.
The scientist?
Yeah. They kind of set him up to
This isn't the 50s anymore. Scientists aren't bad guys in movies.
I suppose, yeah. I know I went ahead on that one, but
whatever.
It doesn't matter. But that's the whole point, is they make these two dumb mutants that are both voiced by Frank Welker, and I think they look okay.
They look all right.
And that's the tone of this movie. It's just silly, more wacky, fun than dark and gritty, and it's shot that way too.
Yeah,
there's a lot more light.
It's a lot brighter than the last one.
Yep.
Like you said, the bad mutants look fairly decent.
Yeah.
They have a very Muppet.
More Muppet.
So when you see any other Jim Henson films, you can kind of see the style in them.
Yeah, definitely.
They obviously didn't put as much money into them.
No. Because they're more bulky and not as sharp. Like their eyes are.
The eyes of the wolf one look just glass.
Yeah.
Like there's no life behind that thing. You know it's a puppet. Whereas Razor, the turtle one, you don't really see his eyes as often.
But his neck moves really well, and I like them. They're good enough.
Yeah, they work for this. It's sad that it's not Bebop and Rocksteady, but
they wanted Bebop and Rocksteady, but they couldn't get the rights for somehow. Which doesn't make any sense, or something that's
weird.
I don't know. So or it would have taken too much time because this movie was made so quickly, and so they just said, the creator just said, "Okay, I'll make two new mutants. Who cares?"
I would think it would take the same amount of time.
I don't know legalese and being a fancy city lawyer and copyrights and whatnot. I know I skipped ahead a bunch, so now you have to look in your notes and figure it out.
Oh, the turtles have to go find home in the sewer.
Yeah,
and Raphael is so pissed that he's got to be in the sewer.
I don't want to do this again.
Instead of fighting the foot. It just feels so forced that it's fine. Yes, you want Raphael to break off from the group. Just do it. Don't make a big fuss about it. Just be like, hey, guys, I'm going to go do something else.
Yep.
Done. But instead, they make him moan and complain.
Yeah. And it's always fighting with Leo. And they're always like, just because he's the leader. And he's like, hey, we have to find a new home. We can't, because now the foot knows that we're at April's place and she's in danger.
Yeah.
We have to find a new home in the sewers.
And they do almost instantly after Raphael leaves.
Yeah, and Mike just falls into an abandoned subway. And as a kid, I remember loving this set and thinking
that set
awesome.
is still cool.
It's really cool looking. All the stained glass and the abandoned subway cars there. Really cool looking set. I like it. Did Kino drop on by and discover them before this point? I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Probably.
Kino, he basically delivers a pizza, but they didn't order pizza, and then he finds him. He steps on Raph's foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then that's the whole motivation is they explain their backstory to Kino, and then he says, well, I've heard of the Foot. They're recruiting a bunch of guys that with any martial arts skill, I could infiltrate them. And Raph says, that's a good idea. And so that's why Raph leaves, because he's like, we're going to go infiltrate the Foot ourselves. Correct. You guys just want to find a new home and be safe. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
so then after the train station, that's when we get introduced to the bad animals, the wolf and the snapping turtle.
Yeah.
Which it's like, that's when they say what they actually are for the first time. After the previous scene where they said vicious creatures.
Yes.
And it's like, a snapping
You
turtle?
You couldn't go and... I mean, I guess...
There's got to be a zoo in New York somewhere.
Let's think of the logistics.
They don't a drop bear. That's way more vicious than a snapping turtle.
Well, how are they going to bring them here to the junkyard?
They stole everything in the first movie.
They got mostly arrested and ran around, and they don't have the resources.
So they have Freddy. Freddy could do it with his...
his connections.
His knitted sweaters.
Okay.
Raph I almost did it.
It's fine.
Of course, working with Kino to get into
the
Foot.
That scene I like a lot.
Yeah, the whole segment of like getting him in there. Oh, you need to remove all these bells without making a sound, and then he sneaks in and does it for him.
Raph sneaks in under cloud of dust, and the little fight there. He's fighting a bunch of guys in like a sparring match, even though it's kind of full contact because, I mean, they have to see who's the best of the best.
With honors.
The best. Again, he is fast. I just like watching him fight.
Well, I'm pretty sure he knows how to do all that stuff way better than anyone else in this movie.
Of course, and it shows. He was Donatello's suit fighter in the first movie, and so everybody liked him so much. They said, we're going to make you into a character.
Cool.
That really doesn't do too much, but you look awesome.
All right.
Okay, I don't know.
And then something happens, and Raph fights a bunch of the Foot Clan alone.
Yeah, Kino is accepted into it. They go to the junkyard, and they scoped it all out, and he thinks he sees a Shredder, but then, of course, they get surrounded by Foot.
Yeah.
Yep, and Raph stays so Kino can run away, but he gets captured, and then Shredder makes his appearance to him.
Kino tries to find everybody, but no one's home.
Oh, Joe's notes.
Then they go to save Raph, and they get stuck in a net.
So they do find out. Yeah, Kino eventually gets to the turtles and tells them.
Yeah.
And then they go sneaking out in the darkest of the night, and the three turtles are sneaking around, and there's only two guards. Says it's quiet, a little too quiet. They say, and then they take out the two guards. That was easy. Yeah, a little too easy. And then they see Raph tied up on a pole, basically bound and gagged. Say, it's Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph, says Michelangelo. Oh, I love that joke. It's so freaking lame.
There's a lot of lame jokes in this, but it suits the movie.
It's Raph. Yeah, a little too Raph. Oh, then they get caught in a net.
And then Splinter arrows them down.
Yeah. Yep, and then one of the stunt guys breaks an ankle or something like that.
Oh,
I know.
They bring out the babies.
Yep, then we have mutant on mutant fight. And all that happens is they basically just pick them up and throw them.
Yeah.
Donatello gets thrown through a roof, but he lands next to the professor, and he saves him. Then they find a sewer grate, and they all jump down, but Razor, a big giant snap turtle, can't fit, and he gets stuck and goes,
and they want to tickle his footsies.
Tickle his sticky toes, and then they all run away back home. Yep. But this is when the professor tells them all what the ooze was, and it was just a mistake.
Yeah.
And Donatello can't handle it. He loses his shit and says, "Fuck this noise! I'm out of here."
So that's where it starts.
And so there the doctor, Professor Chuck is explaining where the ooze was, and he's just rambling, just saying scientific words. Yeah. It doesn't mean anything.
It means nothing.
So the whole point of this movie is find out what the secret of the ooze is, and we don't.
Yeah,
So what we're using it for? What was the purpose? What is TGRI Friday supposed to be doing with this ooze? You're the lead scientist who's been there for more than 15 years because he says, "Yeah, it was lax. We could do whatever we wanted back then. Regulations, and now we're cleaning it all up, and they're going to cover it all up." Mm-hmm. What were you doing? Is this ooze from Dimension X? Is Krang involved at all? No, nothing. Movie.
Yeah.
Disappointment.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The bad guys use their mutants to rip up the neighborhood, and some people are like, "Oh, just leave them be. We're gonna get our cab. They can get their own.
They can get their own cab." The old couple says as they leave.
So they tear up the back lot of Warner Brothers Studios.
Very much a back lot,
and they're gonna draw out the turtles by creating crazy stuff.
Yeah, creating mayhem. So then the turtles, being heroes, have to come out and save them. Otherwise, they might murder people. Probably not.
Yes. So after that, the police are doing a interview, and
it's the chief again, the same actor,
and April 2 is like, "So what's this all about, huh?
Off the record, were there claw marks and bite marks? Huh? How do you know? I mean, I'm gonna get in this car and leave. Bye, movie. See you later."
And it was worse than that because he's like, "If you were asking me, blah blah blah, what would this be for?"
Yeah,
I don't know. Well, then I guess I don't know. So it's this whole the movie's having a fight with itself about not saying anything.
It's a nothing scene that's completely unnecessary to even have. The whole point is put Bebop and Rocksteady out in the city, cause mayhem. Turtles have to stop them from causing mayhem.
Yeah. You
don't need this scene at all.
No.
Yeah, then Freddy delivers a message.
Ooh, and the camera was down low to make Freddy look bigger. And I'm sure they told April 2 to sit or something to
Maybe. He was on one of those patented Tom Cruise's Apple boxes.
And he was wearing his Cosby sweater for the occasion just to, make
no,
it more
because he was in a ninja outfit.
Was he?
Yeah, he took off his ninja mask.
Did you notice it was a little bit puffier than a normal?
You're right. He had to transform, and he had to hide his Cosby sweater vest thing.
So then they are told that they have to go to a construction site to have a big fight, or else the monsters will destroy the whole city.
Maybe, they'll be unleashed in a more populated area.
Yeah.
But then, scientist thinks of a anti-mutagen or whatever that they put in ice cubes and it smells bad.
And they drop pizza in.
I like that scene a little bit as they're Donnie's aerating it with a hand blender, and Mikey accidentally drops a pizza. Oh, piece of pizza in.
Yeah,
because Mikey's adorable.
So then, like you said, they make ice cubes.
Yeah, they put in ice cubes for some reason, and then donuts.
I don't know why you just don't inject whatever.
Do you know why? Because when they were putting the mutagen out of the vat or whatever that they're boiling it in or whatever, they put it into a Bart Simpson glass, and then they must have seen Homer donuts, traditional pre-fight donuts will feed. That's just my dumb.
Sure. Then they go to the fight, and they're like, "Hey, monsters, here's some donuts. Let's be nice." And I think they both eat one.
They both eat one.
And then he's like, "Hey, there's an ice cube in this donut." And apparently that's a deal breaker for donuts. You can't have ice cubes in donuts.
Gross ice cube.
So then they start throwing the turtles again.
Again, that's all it is. They're throwing the turtles. They don't punch them, claw them, use their spikes.
That's dangerous.
Guy has a shield. What was the Toka? Which one is the?
Well, that's right. They have armor now.
Yeah, they all have armor and knee pads and things that they put on them. Whatever.
Venetian blinds.
But which one is the wolf? Is that Toka?
I don't know.
Or is that Razor?
I didn't write their names down. Reza is the turtle one.
Reza.
I don't know. You said that, so I said it back.
Razal Ghul. Razor Ramon.
Raza.
Anyway, okay. I never knew the difference because I just didn't care because they weren't Bebop and Rocksteady.
It doesn't matter.
But yeah, they get thrown around, get knocked through one wall, and then someone gets thrown through another wall, and then the movie shits itself. Just constantly just starts pooping. It's just, and now here's Vanilla Ice.
But he was acting. Didn't you see him act?
Whoa, everybody. I was Go Ninja going, but now, hold on. What's happening here?
He wasn't Go Ninja
Not
going
yet.
yet.
Oh, he didn't get inspiration yet from watching them fight.
For like a minute.
Yep.
And then
everybody freaks out. We get the stupid line from one person says, "Great costumes. I love this place. Woo!" Thinking it's a floor show. What?
I guess. And then the producer backstage is pissed. He wants the stage manager to call the police.
And they both have stupid ponytail things. Greasy little tiny ponytails. Yeah.
You trying to say something?
I'm not saying that you had that haircut or or have that haircut. Anyway, the turtles. How do I get on this one? They're fighting.
Yeah.
And they start burping. That's what happens. Token Razor starts burping a lot because that's delaying the transformation back into animals.
You need CO2 to trigger the anti-mutant.
Whatever. They find. Luckily, these fire extinguishers have that in them because not all of them have CO2.
See, when they were saying that, I immediately said, "Oh, you're going to hop behind the bar and grab one of the guns,
sure,
for soda, because you have CO2 that
canisters that used to." Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if soda's coming out or not.
I think that would be too hard to explain it to people,
and the cord would have to be really long.
Yeah. So they just they knock them down with some barrels and then they shove it in their mouths and then it transforms them into cute little animals.
I am shocked that they didn't say to the kids at home, "Don't do this," because that is actually very dangerous to shoot other people in the face.
What if the kids had to do this to other mutants that were invading their Go Ninja Go concept?
Real kids would use weapons.
Which, I had.
There'd be kids in basically every neck of the woods where they'd be like, "Oh, there's a huge monster coming at me. Gun."
America. Well, this movie. Okay, so we didn't talk about Vanilla Ice too much, but the entire time while they're fighting, he's in the background, and he made a new rap
on the spot.
Everybody knows the dance,
and everyone can vamp together.
Go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, rap ninja.
I didn't remember the words to it, but I remembered Go Ninja Go.
Yep. They fight some Foot Clan members. They murder Tetsu by crashing all their shells together and keeping it in the middle.
Every bone in his body.
Crush him to death.
Just went.
And then they all dance. They dance in sequence to the ninja rap, and they all do their line dancing.
And
they defeated them. That's it. They're dead.
You got to do your dance.
But then, oh man,
then
Shredder shows up, and because they all go on stage and they're dancing with him.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he comes right in.
Yep. Shredder kidnaps a random girl that was there with another person that was
threatening her because everyone cares.
Yeah,
and
everyone
cares
comes to a stop.
Person?
Yeah, but luckily at this point, Kino ran away from Splinter. He's like, I'm not taking off my pants, Splinter. No, I'm out of here. I got to go help the guys. Does an awesome flip. Now, you think it was in reverse from this? You did a flip up into the stage, or he was already on the stage and did a backflip.
I didn't watch carefully enough.
Whatever, he does a front flip. We'll say he's awesome. Does a running front flip up onto the stage. Does a spin roundhouse kick, kicking the mutagen out of Shredder's hands. And then Professor Guy yoinks it.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Michelangelo and someone else got a keytar and cranked up an amp, and then he did an explosion keytar chord, which shoots Shredder through a wall.
Yeah, onto another set on some docks. And he also had a smaller vial of ooze in his belt to threaten them with or something.
Oh, he's going to make the girl drink it.
Or that's what it was?
Dumb.
Oh, whatever.
And then they're like, oh, hey, we don't see him. He's obviously gone forever. The movie's over. Then he punches through the ground when they're out in the dock area.
Oh, yeah. He becomes Super Shredder at this point. Because
he took the vial of
and now his armor grew as well.
Yeah, everything changed. Maybe he just, put it on his armor, too?
Yeah, he just rubbed it up real quick.
It's like, oh.
Yeah, it feels good. Mm-hmm. Feeling good. I'm going to be Super Shredder now, and I'm going to kill the turtles by just knocking on the supports and then killing myself, and they just jump in the water and they float because
he
just
kills himself.
And then little bits of wood fall on him, and he's dead.
Yeah.
As a kid, wow, this is really dumb. And how is he dead? Even then, it was just dumb and
crushed by a trash compactor in the first movie when he was just
a
human.
Shredder, crushed, should have been dead. Nope. Oh, just now he's Super Shredder, and he would take a lot more, like an entire building to follow him. No,
unless
just
the trick was the mutagen made him soft.
I guess. Oh no, it was just the armor that was.
Yeah, it's all just a fake.
It was just armor that was the mutagen made tough, not him.
They do one last fist in the air from Shredder, and then that's it.
He's dead, and we never see the Shredder again in live-action movies. And I am ignoring the Michael Bay movies. And I know he didn't direct them, but he produced them.
So,
anyway, that's it.
They go back to the apartment, the train station.
Train station.
And Splinter is like, "Did
anyone see you?
Did anyone see you? No, of course
at all.
not. No.
We practice the art of ninja."
And he shows them the newspaper, and they're like posing for a shot in the newspaper.
Yep.
And he's like, "You must work harder."
Yep. Backflips now, and remember, go ninja, go ninja, go! I made another funny, and then it freezes them on a backflip, and then we get 90s terrible rap music.
Oh, yeah, a lot of. Now, I was okay with the music on the first movie's credit sequence. This one,
no, you like this one? Natalie likes this one. Like K-Ha, whatever her name is. She's a rap,
no idea,
or R&B. I don't know.
Sure.
Not my jam. Not my music at all.
So that's the movie,
and then it ends, and that's it. And, yeah.
And that was the day the turtles died.
Yeah, because then a year after, the popularity after this movie went down really quick. I don't know if necessarily it was just because of this movie, or it was just time for them to...
I don't know.
I don't know what took over in, say, like, 92 that kids took over, besides myself growing up and not being interested in them anymore.
When did the Animaniacs start up?
Or was it Power Rangers?
Ooh, Power Rangers.
I think it was Power Rangers that took over the turtle fame.
Yeah.
And they've been around, they've been doing the cartoon since 86, and this 91 this came out.
Yeah.
It's quite a bit of time for a toy line phenomenon, whatever you want to call it, to be going. But, disappointed. The ending of the movie was just, meh, who cares for me.
It's all, that especially is part of we have an idea, that's a decent idea, but we need to just get it done, we need to do it now. Just do it.
And the problem, because the first movie, parents complained, too much violence. Well, they obviously toned it completely down too much in this one.
Yep.
And just not interested in that. Yeah, it was still the Turtles. It was still fun, but what do? They fight. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, the movie got that part right in the fact that I'd say 80% of the movie is the Turtles doing some sort of fight or some sort of something.
Yeah.
There's not so much standing around talking.
You do get a lot of Turtles doing stuff. That's very true. And I think it was written by the same person, too. But I'm sure his hands were somewhat tied. Yeah, and I don't know if it's the same. I don't think it's the same director, but it's not as gritty at all.
No,
there's not even one
gritty.
dam.
No,
I think we had 5 dams in the first movie and 0 in this one.
In the effect of long-term longevity of the movie, there's none. To me, this is a pure nostalgia because
completely.
If you don't have any nostalgia for the Turtles,
no,
this is just a pile.
It really is a pile of just silliness.
Yeah, it's silly.
Yeah, but yeah, where if you're somewhat interested in the Turtles, watch the first one. Maybe if you
just think of it as
you can watch this one.
Deleted scene from the first.
Here's a little
movie.
Bit more if you want. You don't have to. Just go in it knowing it's not. It's not very.
Luckily,
good.
It's short.
Yeah, you're right. It is pretty short. I think about it. Yeah,
I still almost fell asleep during it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was eating my cheese pizza, so I was entertained.
I was by myself. It was warm, and I was in the dark, meditating.
So we're gonna watch Turtles 3 now, and we're gonna continue our Turtle-a-thon, our unofficial Turtle-a-thon. I think we should. I've never seen Turtles 3.
I have never seen Turtles 3.
And that came out in 93, 94.
So 2 years, 3 years?
3 years after, I think.
So they must have had plenty of time to polish it.
They were going to definitely make this one awesome, and we're going to be introduced to Krang and the Technodrome. And
this sounds great.
It's going to be, I mean, you might as well just get Baxter Stockman in and the Mousers in. Why not? Going to be all these cool things that weren't in the other movies.
I'm excited.
I'm sure Casey Jones will come back. All right. I know a little bit of the third one, but I have not seen it.
Yeah, no, I only remember seeing commercials and
then we'll watch the fourth one, which is a CGI movie.
Okay, I thought you said we were going to watch the Turtles concert video.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Eric has the behind the scenes. Yeah, that's right. Because this was towards the end of the Turtles' lifespan, and they were just getting desperate to get money or something. I don't know what, but they had a live action tour.
I think honestly, the live action tour is based off of the fact that they started incorporating musical acts in the movies, and they're like, "Oh, but that looks like fun. That would be a good time." No. And it's wholesome because it's music.
Yeah, we should do that. It'll be a shorter episode, but yeah, I think we'll do that one in between someplace. Why not? Whatever. But we just got done watching Turtles 2.
Ooh, Secret of the Ooze.
A secret we don't find out at all.
It's still a secret. A super secret.
A super duper secret. What's not a secret, a really good segue there, is rating and reviewing us on iTunes or wherever you download this podcast. If you rate and review us, you make me very happy.
We will meditate on your...
I will meditate wherever you want me to meditate, with or without Kino. You can like us on Facebook. Hey, follow us on Twitter at RewindersPod. Or you can email meditation pictures at the Rewinders Podcast at gmail.com.
No.
Or, again, Joe's personal Gmail account, which you don't... I think you're on Yahoo. Wait, no, you're on Lycos? Okay, yeah, Joe's Lycos mail account.
I don't remember my Lycos account.
I don't remember my password. Wait, what was
it? 98?
I don't. It doesn't. Doesn't Lycos exist? No,
they tore that down.
No.
My Angel Fire website is still up there, though.
What about GeoCities?
I'm assuming it's gone.
I think Google took all that and saved it. Like they just took all that information and put it somewhere else, safe in a lockbox,
just in case.
Just in case, and then they'll make a Turtles movie about that. The Secret of the Lockbox.
Ooh,
yeah.
Will Al Gore be the villain?
Isn't he already? Isn't he? We are the Rewinders. Thanks for listening. Woo!